And we are back, ladies and gentlemen, for the final quarter-final of the ROG Join the Republic Community Challenge. We have just seen Michaelele's Team Sweden move forward to play the winner of this next matchup, which is going to be Sponge's Team Australia versus Luke's Team Taiwan, also known as Taiwan Z. I'm Parla, also known as Mantrus. I've got Lauren on my left, Pansy, and Shiva is back.
Yay!
How are you, Shiva?
Am I going to clap now?
Yes, well, I've been clapping for you every time, and when Flom comes as well, I think it's like, I wish everyone else would do it, but everyone just stares awkwardly.
It
doesn't always work. Well, I want to welcome you with a warm welcome. How have you been? What have you been up to?
I've been watching a lot of CSGO, a lot of overtimes, and I've learned that the longest overtime was 88 rounds, which was a 3.5-hour game, so it wasn't that previously, so it could have been worse.
It felt like it could have gone on potentially that long. It was so hard fought. The players were giving it everything. A huge shout out to Adrian, by the way, for sticking in there with his guys and keeping up with Michael. He was by no means
close.
like you know, falling behind excessively. It was
like
so close.
3 kills behind for most of the game. Like, the guy was on point, not known for his firepower, and he keeps up with one of the guys who knows most explosive in the game.
I almost feel like it's like a bit of a misconception at this point that he doesn't have firepower.
Exactly, he had that hot
He's shown
streak.
that he does.
Yeah,
he
a
shows
sick
the
player.
ability.
But it's just like, maybe you chose to be the more of an in-game leadership role over being that firepower character. So,
but Dr. Mr. Fish,
What
I
a
think
name.
he's the
What a
real
guy.
success story from that team. I mean, that's the guy that everybody's going to remember.
you're right.
Right?
You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good that stories like these come through. I mean, next time
And there he is.
he's
There
in
he
a
is
team,
again.
next time he's in a team,
That's him
everybody will
going
know
home.
who he is. Dr.
Yeah.
Mr. Fish.
What a
How
man.
can we forget?
Shiva, you bring the top quality content to this.
I mean, that's what I'm here for. That's what I'm here for.
That's
So
it. She's
Can
nailed
we
it.
move on?
Okay.
Yeah, please,
Yes.
because
So the real reason why I'm here is that there's also a captain challenge going on next to all the CSGO games, and these captain challenges are non-CSGO. That means that yesterday we saw Zonix being the absolute champion of sumo wrestling.
Smashed
And
it.
already we had our first part of Bumper Bulls earlier today. We have a part 2 coming where we actually had the competition. It was 4 versus 4. It was best of 5 in terms of, you know, it was an actual football match in Bumper Bulls without the rules other than the ball goes into the net. You can hit corners like Let's just go to the video.
Offside rule?
Okay.
Do you want to explain that, Shiva?
Okay, the side.
Here we go.
The side rule. There's
Anders just likes hearing you say the word balls. Keep going.
There's going to be a lot of balls in the following clip. Let's watch that. Okay, it is competition time. We have 2 teams, same teams as before, and there's time for some revenge here, perhaps. Michaelele is feeling fit enough to play again, so perhaps the losing team will have a bit of an edge. It is first to 3.
Oh my god, it's already 2-0 for the pale blue team. It's gonna be a really tough time for the blue team to try and get back in it. Oh, they could do it right here, right now. Michaelele, he passes through, passes to Zonix. Zonix, he kicks him in. Victorious blue team, what did you learn from this challenge?
You never stop believing. It was 0-2, we were down 2 goals, and then we did a comeback, just like in CSGO.
Yeah, never give up. Always believe, okay. Which one is the strongest player of you guys?
I think it was a team. Team-wise, yeah.
Well, team effort, blue team wins. Congratulations. If we had another match, you would win that match?
I think so. Yeah. Back to the studio.
It was amazing.
A real story of grit, determination,
Yeah.
courage,
Inspiring.
in the face of danger.
There were some
In the face of balls.
painful moments there where you know, at some point people you run at each other and you just see someone flying off.
The best part is when they almost fell, but then just like stumbled a little bit. Like if someone just made me a replay of just that happening constantly, I'd be a really happy person.
Yeah, it's
That'd be
a
great.
shame you can't see the face cams.
Oh, you can
GoPro in there.
That's ingenious.
That would be amazing. We also have scores though. We have a winning team; they all get 7 points, and then the losing team gets 2 points. But
Look at that scoreboard.
yes,
Sonics.
I have to explain something
maybe worth
because
explaining.
Sponge lost, but he did score the 2 goals that his
Okay.
team got, so he gets MVP.
Right.
And
What, does
then
that give him extra points?
that
or?
gets him 3 extra points. And then Luke
Nice.
lost as well, but that gave it his all. He ran around, so, like he was so exhausted afterwards. that question that I asked him at the end, that was after he had some time to catch his breath because it was just not able. He was not able to talk.
Can you, Shiva, elaborate on why it appears to be that Zonix is some sort of outer game god? He's just able to perform
Germans and football, are you serious? Like,
and
come on.
and chicken
and
hunting.
sumo wrestling,
And chicken
and
hunting.
chicken.
Chicken hunting, yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
and Adrian
And
won
the
this one
sumo
as well.
wrestling.
So you know, might not be successful today, but he did win in bumper bowls. That's something.
Yeah.
And you got to commentate on bumper balls.
Yeah, that was
that
the
must have
first
been a
as well.
moment.
I can be pro, I think.
Is that going to go on your LinkedIn profile, do you think?
Yeah.
Like,
It's like
bumper
commentated
balls,
this game,
you know,
bumper balls.
dojo, panelist,
sumo wrestling.
Sumo wrestling. There you go.
Hosted a
Expertise.
sumo wrestling event.
And then we can all log into our accounts and you do that little vouch thing that
Oh,
you know
yeah, we'll do
verifies
it, we'll
that
do it.
you are actually
Yeah.
good at that
We're
stuff.
there for you.
Yeah, compliment me on my skills.
Exactly.
Supportive of
Exactly.
your ball
Okay,
techniques.
so there's not just out-of-game challenges, there's also an in-game challenge, and that's what we're going to look at right now, because this in-game challenge was basically, I already teased it a little bit, there's 8 players, 8 captains, they're going to be on dust, and they're going to be not killing each other, basically. They're not allowed to, because it's all about running. It's about who gets the fastest track. They go from T-spawn through the B tunnels, lower B tunnels,
Okay.
on mid, onto
Catwalk,
catwalk, and then all around the world, basically.
All
Yeah.
right.
It's pretty intense. And there we go. The guys, look at Isaac. He's so
Isaac's
zoned
so
in.
keen.
So keen.
So there's 3 rounds
Oh,
to
wow,
this
let's
one.
do it once. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
This is
at
great.
once. So there's 3 rounds to this.
Can you attack each other or
Wait,
no?
why is
You
Sky
cannot
low
attack each
HP? What's happened to him? Did someone just like punch him in the line?
Someone probably punched him.
You know who it was?
No. I
It
do
was
not-
probably the person that he lost to, that he beat.
Yeah.
Zonix.
Yeah.
No, you're right.
Okay, so there's 3
No,
rounds
not
to
Zonix,
this.
sorry. I mean Flom. It was probably Flom, yeah.
Flom's probably going.
Flom is like, no, mate. It's not fair.
First round is they'll be all 8, and then the top 4 continue to have a match by themselves,
This is
and then the top 2 continue again.
Who's
So
bunny hopping on their heads then? That was great.
Michael, it's always
Well-
lagging behind already.
Michaela's not doing
Once
great.
you're ahead, though, you
Who's
can't
ahead?
lose. You can't lose this mechanically.
Yeah, but you got, look, oh, the tempo.
Oh, cheeky
Flom's
Flom.
Flom is
BM.
ahead right
That
now.
is pure BM. Flom, that's
Very
still doing
cheeky.
fine. That is rude.
Still
Oh, he
ahead.
tried
Oh.
the B-hop onto the corner, which is a difficult kind of like strafe
Wait,
jump.
oh,
Didn't
one
make it
made
happen.
One of them made it.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
All right, they're up, Cat. Like, I want the Foon music. You know what I mean? The
I want the Benny Hill music.
That'd be great. If someone
Benny
can
Hill, yeah.
really badly make that
All
happen.
right, now they're going
Oh.
for the marathon,
Down
the down long.
Flom
Flom
still
is
leads
so
the
far
pack.
ahead at this point. If
That's
he
it.
loses this, is he gonna troll again? No, he's not. He's kind of lost confidence in the trolling.
Ah, how could you not knife people here? It's so tempting, isn't it? You've just got the
Yeah.
facts presented to you.
You know that you
Oh,
can.
Flom's doing the turnaround, go backwards. It's a dangerous
around.
Oh
play.
That's a
no,
taunt.
guys, it's another bad,
That's a taunt right now.
bad result for Sky Art.
Oh no.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Just some casual cursing there. Someone said something bugs or.
I heard Glocks. You know,
Glocks?
it's like,
Oh,
like
okay.
you know, the days
Or
steely
box.
sort of
Oh
thing.
yeah, yeah.
Box?
Box
Lol.
could
be a box.
Could be. Who knows?
Who knows? But that was Flum, and as I said, there's 3 rounds to this, so there will be another round where 4 teams, 4 players rather, continue. And I don't know who was 2nd and 3rd and 4th, so we're gonna find that out real
Yeah,
soon, because
we'll
I only
see.
knew that Flum won and Skyart didn't.
Bless Sky Art. He tried.
Yeah, so
Right.
it was Flom, Adrian, and Michael that performed. Zonix, sorry, that performed the best in that.
Okay.
And so, will we be getting a scoreboard up on screen? I think we will.
At the end.
Oh,
at
at the end.
the end,
We're
wins, I
still
guess,
gonna
right?
have
Got
another round.
Oh, we have
Coming
another
up.
round, of course. Apologies,
Yeah.
guys.
More
Don't mean to
rounds
jump the gun.
come.
Full start.
And don't. And,
Racing
Got it.
jokes.
Got
Racing
it.
jokes.
Racing jokes.
Yeah.
Michael looks really sad. There was a shot just sat there on his own.
Wait,
just like,
is our admin Marcus just playing as well? That's what's going on here, guys. He's just at the end, just having a casual game.
that's not how it works.
He's just maybe doing his
Okay.
death matches.
yeah, a little bit of DM, just warming up, bit of aim bots going on.
Okay, here we go.
Oh,
Here
gone
we
for
go.
little sprays. That's cute. Aww. All right.
Oh,
And we're off.
We're off.
Whoever leads
Who's-
the pack into B talents has to win this, right?
yeah.
Like who's at the front?
I
So you got
think,
Sonic second. Flom again. Like Flom's a beast.
Flom's a beast.
Like to be fair, Flom does have good movement.
No,
though.
I think-
like
yeah,
I
it's
know he
Flom.
actually legit has
Yeah.
decent movement, but I don't know how much that helps in this. He's
Oh, yeah, I did it
such
again.
a git.
What a
Oh,
troll.
okay.
He's actually staring them in the eyes. He's saying, guys, I have the power right now. I'm in control. I am the
Is
captain.
that how you alpha?
I thought you can
this sort
jump
of race?
over people.
You can.
Is he
and
going to
that's
make the
on
jump?
top
Is
of
he
the
going to
head,
make the
it's on
jump?
top of the head.
He's made
Oh,
it.
that was
Very
sick.
nice
There it is.
movement.
Very
Very,
nice.
very
That was
nice.
And he gets a big head start
Oh,
behind
wait,
us.
Michael Lele's just given up.
Someone's just
Oh no.
Disconnected.
rage quit. Oh my god. Okay.
It's pretty
Sportsmanship?
embarrassing, to be fair.
I'm very disappointed in Michael.
You can have a chat later and you go back to
I'm
the hotel
gonna,
room.
I'm gonna take him to the side later and
Someone's cursing again.
It's to be fair, if Flom is beating you this hard, it's got to be pretty harsh. He's
He has
doing
to
the
do it
BM
again.
turnaround again. Like look at this guy, he loves it.
It looks like we're gonna have a finals between Adrian and Flom. You can't. No, if you,
They would. It was
look at his
encouragement.
happy face.
Look at Flom.
He's just like,
Aw.
man, if I can't beat them in actual CS, I'll race them on
Oh,
DOS 2
that's
and
it.
make it happen.
Yeah.
those who can't be strong have to be fast or something. So
Yeah.
they're saying
Like a
somewhere like
speed
that.
demon,
Like a
just-
speed demon. There's gonna be a finals. Adrian versus Flom. So see
Yep.
if Adrian can. Can
Okay,
overtake
this is
Flom
it.
still.
This is what
this is it.
everyone's been waiting for.
Yes.
That,
This
I
is
thought it was
where,
sumo wrestling.
oh, guys, it's all of it. It's all of it.
It is all of it. It's
I
true.
mean, this is one of the challenges. There's gonna be more in the next
There's
days.
more-
You're gonna say
Oh.
that all weekend long. Okay, let's
Yeah.
see.
head to head.
Is Flom just starting just with one step further forward, or is that?
No,
just
they look
cheating?
pretty
at
much
that. The
spot on.
toe
He's
is like
cheating.
slightly over the
Someone
edge.
call an admin. He's doing it
Yeah,
sideways.
he's
I
He's
think,
won
or
again, he's
something.
won
Yeah,
it.
he's-
Oh,
he
dude,
jumped
that
his
could have been a game
That
changer.
could have been it. Adren, why? Why have you fallen back like
Oh, he
this?
keeps trying to do it. That's his tactic. He's trying to B-hop off the top.
Will Flom do the block though? Will he do
Oh,
the
yeah?
block? Will
Will
he
he
do the
do
block
it?
1v1? No. No. He respects it.
Oh,
He's done it!
no! No!
Yes! The box!
Oh, mate.
Adrian is doing
How's Flom got back in front?
What? No, did he?
Yeah.
Oh my, he overtook him on the box. He went for the risky box play.
Oh,
it was so
no. Adren, you had it all.
mate.
Tried so hard.
And that just right there is just proof that there is actual skill involved in this one.
Oh,
it's not
definitely,
just
yeah.
who gets off on the good start. No, you have the chance to overtake your opponents. And Adrian was apparently so far not able to do it, and Flom knows it.
Oh, Flom.
Yeah, Flom wins. Congratulations,
What a guy,
Flom,
what a
and that means
player.
he gets most of the points. And you know, he was not doing too bad because he got the MVP points or A for effort points yesterday as well with the sumo wrestling
And
when he
who
was
doesn't
sick.
love those?
Yeah. So we're gonna take a look at the scoreboard and see how things are on that side, because who's gonna be ahead? It's gonna be Zonix still. Okay.
But Adren's really shot up the ranking.
is coming close. Flom is still there as well.
Still my homie Zonix though, just reigning supreme. 2 points clear.
I just love that Zonix is reigning supreme, like by such a big margin as well. Like no one's even that close. He's still like so far ahead. It's fantastic.
So this was today. Now there's 2 more days, and I can't tell you everything yet.
Oh, hold on.
Oh, the replay
Wait, do
of
we
the
have-
jump.
Oh,
yeah, the
replay of the jump.
So it was off the box up by
Oh,
like
look
Look
at
at
his
the
head.
that, man. He hits
And
the
on
double.
his head.
Double.
Again,
double.
two.
So you get
double.
boosted, don't you?
Yeah,
you get like
yeah,
a slight
you get-
boost.
you get- it's like a run boost.
But then the box, like this, like Adren went for the BDP, right?
The
and It just,
BDP.
we're not going to
that's-
discuss beyond what that stands for, and there it is. That's
there
a
it
fail.
is.
And
And Flom
Flom
just-
just
He doesn't even
Ugh.
try. He just knows that he's got it.
Adren could have gone back for another attempt at that. Like one more jump onto the box. I don't know.
Amazing.
I don't know.
Amazing.
Well, thank you so much for that, Shiva. It's really progressing like
It's intense.
at a rapid rate,
Yeah.
and these guys are enjoying it, but they're also fiercely competitive. Adrian pulling out some innovative tactics there to
I like
try and
it.
secure a win.
I like it.
Unfortunately, he threw it on the box
But
jump.
he still gets a lot of points for being second, so you still see him in
True.
second place in the overall rankings. But everybody, even like Kayart, I think is the lowest one right now.
Scar's not having a great time.
There's a chance,
in the
though.
challenges.
There's 2 more challenges tomorrow.
Okay.
I'm gonna talk to you a little bit about one, because that is a virtual reality challenge, and it will be a lot of fun. And that's what's coming up tomorrow. There's also going to be an in-game challenge, and so there's a whole lot more to come for the Captain's Challenge. But this was it for today.
Nice.
It sounds very, very exciting. It's really cool the way we've got like this sort of like 3 lanes of challenges. We've got like the in-game, the out-game,
Top
and then
lane,
also
mid
the
lane,
in-game.
bot lane.
There's-
Yeah, and then
there's
we have
also CS:GO.
then we have the actual in-game CS. So thank you so much, Shiva.
No problem.
That'll be it from you 4 today completely. We
Yes.
really appreciate you coming by and sharing the absolute craziness that's been going on, and we will see you tomorrow.
Yeah, see you guys tomorrow.
See you
Take
tomorrow.
care.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
And here's back, ladies and gentlemen, and at a perfect time. Could we be luckier today to be in the presence of potentially the greatest CSGO runner of all time?
Yeah.
He's our guest, and he just won the championship. What was going through your mind? What were the tactics involved?
I was just trying to mess with people. That's all I was trying to do. I mean, I think you saw the block.
I saw the block.
If you get on the first one, Isaac actually tried to run all the way around.
Through window?
Yeah. And I just went.
Scumbag. So,
it was just
what you're
fun.
saying is
It
you're a
was just fun.
scumbag.
Yeah.
That's it.
It was a good time.
Yeah, it looked really cool, and we're definitely looking forward to whatever else Shiva has in store for you guys, because it's pretty crazy stuff.
It's
As
like
long as I don't have
torture.
to
Look at this guy.
As long as I don't have to sumo again while I'm sick, that's all I care about.
So
It's
you
all
want
right.
to sumo wrestle again while you're sick? That's fine. We can make it happen.
No more.
Adren's out now, so you can do like an NA showdown.
I'm scared how the VR is gonna be.
I'm sure you'll be fine.
Doing that on a weak stomach is probably
Yeah.
not the best.
I'm a little scared.
I'd watch it. So
Thanks.
like no
I'll
matter
try
what
to
happens.
aim at you if I.
I'm not going to be anywhere near there. Do you think I'm stupid enough?
You need to come now.
Or did I
alright?
just be supportive?
Yeah,
Is that it?
Yeah.
Either way,
Sorry.
strong stomachs are going to be needed by our next two teams. We have Taiwan Z, Team Taiwan, led by Luke, going up against Sponge's Team Australia. This is a very interesting matchup. Now, let me tell you guys, we've got the bracket on screen, which is a good way to kind of like visualize what's going on. So, of course, Izuku beat Zonix yesterday, moved forward. He will play SkyArt. Team Flom lost to SkyArt. Sorry to bring that up, but we just have to.
You just
It's
want
there
to
on
keep bringing
screen.
that up.
Well,
Alright.
and then Michael just now 2-0 against Adrian. Moving forward, and his team will play the winners of this one, Team Luke, aka Team Taiwan, and they're squaring off against Sponge's team, Team Australia. Now, let me tell you guys, because I did have the pleasure of being around both these teams when they were formed. So the interesting thing about Team Taiwan is that the qualifications there happened a very unique way. Different areas hosted local competitions where actual teams attended, and then it all culminated in this final in Taipei, in this really cool futuristic tech shopping mall. Really awesome. Asus put on a fantastic show there. And then the guys that came out on top were Team Taiwan. They beat, Taiwan Z, and they beat a team called Mayang, and it was pretty hard fought. And so technically, they're a team they should be ready to perform. But of course, as we know, East Asia CSGO scene is just about catching up. Well, it's got a lot of catching up to do, depending on your perspective, with regards to the rest of the world. And so maybe they don't have the cohesion, the skills in game beyond individual skill to match the rest of the world. Now, moving on, we have Sponge's team, Team Australia.
Australia.
There we go. I don't know if you could hear that on the stream, but everyone's shouting Australian slang.
Things.
Sponge, if you want to come over and say something in the mic.
SpongeBob.
He's coming. Anyway,
Oh,
so
he's on the way.
just
Here he
quickly,
I'll get the mic, don't worry.
Team Sponge was formed
Here we
at
go.
PAX Australia. He made sure to contact the best players. Sorry, no, they came by random to
Here you
PAX
go, mate.
Australia.
What is this?
and some guys
he's
came
back.
that he.
You
Please
say
sit
he's
down.
up to no good.
G'day, Colby.
No, and so the team was formed there by auditions, as per usual. You did put the word out on your social media, on your stream, to make sure that the best
This is
of the
cute.
best were to arrive, and you've got some pretty
jealous.
strong players.
Yeah, I'm happy with the team I've got. Just hope they don't get too nervous. It's a big stage for a lot of them. So the main thing is going to be keeping calm, and as we have done zero practice, getting headshots is the key of this game, I think.
All right. Well, you know what? You've and one of the other things for me that I think is like a key for you is that you're an important guy in the Australian CS:GO scene. You've achieved a lot for your country at different levels. You've been playing for a long time since Source, CGS, etc.
It depends on who you ask, but
And achieved
This
a strong
guy is
word,
actually
like-
genuinely self-deprecating, but don't buy. He's achieved a lot for what you do, and you're doing a great job now with the analysis and stuff. But now you're back in the driving seat, and you have to lead these guys. And I feel that you've been doing a good job. They respect you. They're good players as well, and they've been on a journey. And we've had videos showcasing this. And like, what do you think this means to them before we get into the video of their journey?
I know it's pretty important for some of them. Like I said, this is the first time they get to play in an environment like this, so it's a huge deal. In terms of playing on this level and playing on a stage, it's exciting, and that's definitely what they're feeling. I went the opposite approach to Flom. He let his guys, they got real close, and then they were emotionally devastated. I kept my guys at arm's length. I went, you guys serve it there,
Treat
you guys
them mean,
practice if
keep
you
them keen,
want.
something like that?
Yeah, so it's all on them. Like, I basically just, I sat back. What happened?
It was just a shot of Flom just looking absolutely devastated.
So yeah, there won't be any tears if we lose.
Okay, cool. Well,
I'm glad you're prepared
I think
for
that
the
is
possibility.
that was like a reasonably okay speech, kind of.
That was uplifting.
It was
It tailed
I
off
was
a little bit at
inspired.
the
It was an
end, yeah.
excuse guised as a speech. Either way, let's
I
take it.
haven't pulled out the jet lagged or I'm sick.
Yeah.
I can't use the fact that I'm not American They use every excuse under the sun.
You
That's
left
true.
me in the gym vomiting, and you guys left me there.
I heard this story, that's true. So, Flom,
You
when he
left
got ill
him.
and they did the sumo challenge, literally everyone else, all the other players were like, oh, high fives, great time. They left him vomiting in the gym. He was on the floor sweating, he was shaking, and
Okay, it wasn't that
and they
bad.
found
There's
him
no love
8 hours
with this.
later, and luckily he was just about like, no, okay, it wasn't that bad, but they left him in the gym, and he had to get his own taxi.
Yeah, that was rough.
Is that how you roll?
I took the first taxi. I wasn't in the.
You didn't even wait.
Everybody took the first taxi.
There was only
Nobody
4
was
seats.
apparently in the second one.
There was quite a few of us.
Anyway, guys, having a great time, and we will be back shortly. Well, I will tell you to shoot off now because we're about to show the video of your
Sponge
players.
really doesn't want to be around
See
his
you at the
team,
milk
does he?
bar later, mate.
Hopefully not. Let's watch the video, everybody. Join the Republic made its way down under, and the important responsibility of this continent's team landed on the shoulders of ex-professional player and current streamer and analyst, Sponge.
Meow, 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 meow. I'm a street cat at this point. I'm not just your everyday house cat.
Quickly, he sniffed out the star players that had clawed their way through the competition.
It was easy to tell while evaluating the players who was good and who wasn't. If you sat down and you knew your controls and config and stuff, it was good to see that they had that kind of insight in the game. Could also tell by the way that they were positioning their crosshair and how they approached it, and then how much it meant to them to win the matches. I could see like they were keen and really passionate about the game.
I was that player that could have potential to go somewhere, but I never got that opportunity. So I guess with this, like, if I was chosen to go to Sweden, the possibilities are endless.
Many became 10, which after a 5 versus 5 became 4-star players ready to fight.
Yeah, this is going to be a hard choice. There was quite a few good players I was watching just there. I think there was standouts quite obviously on the scoreboard, but this decision is not an easy one.
Bunch picked me to join his team because I've been playing for a very long time. Just the chance to go overseas to represent Australia to play is just such a big step.
After an intense practicing period both on land and at sea, the team must now prove beyond a doubt that their plan is waterproof.
If we win, we're going to buy the biggest boat, we're going to sail around the world, and we're going to be gods. A great story there about Team Australia. And the guy with the short hair who came up on screen, Dioxide, apparently he's the guy to look out for. Yeah. He's currently playing on Legacy in Australia, which is, according to Sponge, like a top 5 team. Sponge?
I think you said top 4, yeah.
Top 4, maybe.
Yeah.
He's ignoring me now. That means he's in the zone. That's what we want to see.
Rather than the meow meow.
Exactly,
version.
meow meow. Really showcasing his. No, he actually has a wonderful stream persona. He's very dry and has a great time. And sometimes he actually also plays CS.
Sometimes.
Yeah, no, great guy. Make sure you check him out. Anyway, let's move on to Team Taiwan, led by Luke. These guys, like we've established, are an actual team. And these guys are putting in a lot of time. We've already heard reports that these guys have been in their room,
They've been watching demos,
watching
going
demos.
through maps. Like, they've been super keen.
When I was walking around the conference room, like, they were just hammering out strats. It was really weird. Like, everybody else is like a really loose approach, and they just seem they're ready.
Yeah, well, we have more details to discuss about them with you guys, and when we also involve Anders and Semler before we get into the game. But before that, let's watch their video journey.
In Taiwan, the competitive scene isn't really as big as like other countries like Sweden, like Australia or North America. But things are improving. Like the younger guys, they actually they take it pretty serious.
This time, we find ourselves in the only team audition originating from Asia, the tryouts for Team Taiwan. But this time, things get a bit different. Here, 4 pre-made teams competed in a tournament that they had qualified to get into. They would now face off against each other in a classic but nerve-wracking 5 versus 5 tournament.
My weakness is if I die a lot, I lose confidence, and without confidence, I can't really do anything. Like, even like easiest shots ever, I can't hit them.
Whichever team that came out ahead would be led and trained by Taiwanese ex-professional player Luke.
For me, the bigger challenge is to become the leader in the team and become a player at the same time.
After 2 grueling matches, 2 teams met in a final, Team Mayang and Team Taiwan Z.
欧美的玩法，他们比较偏向每个人都在动脑，他们就是很容易停下来，然后等人家来进入他的瞄准区域。那台湾的反而比较少这种等人进来。 然后杀，大部分都是主动自己去找人。
In the end, Team Taiwan Z managed to take the upper hand and defeat Team Mayang.
Actually, when we hit like 15, 14, we knew that the economy theirs is really bad. So we're like, let's win this.
Led by Luke, they now stand ready to take on the opposition on Swedish soil. Now, one of the things that you might notice instantly when you watch that video is that originally there were 6 people there, and Luke was a commentator, so he's actually subbing in now and playing properly. And so could that affect the dynamic? We don't know. Time will tell. But Luke is a guy from that side of the scene, in the Taiwanese scene, who has a lot of respect, and he does have credentials in terms of CS, and so he's by no means a slouch, but is he still, like, has he put in the hours, etc.? Guys, what do you think of what you just saw, and what are your, like, opinions in general about, like, a team setup like this?
I think it's dangerous. I think that honestly, the Taiwanese team coming into this, right, they are that unknown quantity as such to the general public. So you don't get to see them play every single time of a tournament coming around. So I think because of all the other kind of, I guess, Southeast Asian teams, all of that sort of, you know, I guess, grouping of players that have come through, we all know they're very individually strong. Aim style is sublime, very, very, I guess, aggressive is one of the things they use. Quite unorthodox as well. You'll see SMGs coming out where normally you wouldn't see it. Like, it's a very unique play style. And I think tournaments like this give an environment where that becomes even more dangerous because, you know, the Australian team may play standard CS, right? You play out your defaults, you play out your standard way, and you will not be expecting what these guys could bring out. So it could be a very dangerous element.
Eric, quickly before we get into predictions with our casters, any thoughts on what's going on?
I'm really interested to see what they're going to bring because I don't know, I feel like we're going to have the really loose play style from Australia where, you know, you never know what's going to happen, you know? You might have one guy just like pushing the 3 people out of nowhere, or on the other side, I think it's going to be like a lot more calculated, a lot more, you know, thought out and planned, and maybe even, maybe not like fully polished, but if they practice as a team, that means 4 of them, you know, and Luke is going to be able to fill in that gap. They're going to be able to do pretty much whatever he has in mind. So it'll be really, really interesting to see.
Yeah, what I think that we all will be surprised by, I mean, it's what I saw when I was there, is that the individual skill is very, very high. Crazy Face is a guy to watch out for. I can't like say it off the top of my head perfectly, but he made one of the most ridiculous clutches I've ever seen on B side, like either retaking it or holding it, like 1 versus like 3 with an AWP, and it was insane. Like I literally shouted out in the mall, and everyone was looking at me like, what's going on? I wish we had a replay of it, but whatever. He has great individual skill. All of these guys have it to an extent, but keep an eye on him. Let's start getting into predictions with Anders and Semler. Guys, I'd love to get your opinions because I know at least Anders is very much into like trying to promote Asian CSGO, hashtag CSGO to Asia, etc. And we all know that if that area, that if the continent of Asia gets more involved in the scene, it could be fantastic for everybody.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's been a problem for a while. Like, 16 saw a really big step forward in that direction, and we've seen some interesting stuff. I mean, WESG is going to be coming up soon enough, so that's interesting. It's just silly to have a game that's called Global Offensive, but then have it be only European and American.
Not so global.
Yeah, not so global. And we've got the Brazilians in, so that's great. Now, if we could just get Asia in there as well, it would be good. So
I welcome our Korean overlords. I'm waiting for it. Like, I'm waiting.
It could happen, right?
I'm waiting.
And look, I mean, I'm interested in this matchup because this is almost like a scientific test. You know, what happens if you take like a team with like a captain who has no preparation and no like energy to do anything, and then Luke on the other side who's just
Is
ready.
It an act though? I honestly don't know how much it's bravado from Sponge. What do you think, Semler?
I think it's just silliness, to be frank. What's that? Yeah, he's dead inside.
Jeez.
Chad has basically given up on, you know, life. Right?
Yeah.
He's
Even
just
though he's
content.
still
He's done, man.
You know, the thing is that, you know, the community seem to think that the pros are just making money hand over fist. Chad, definitely one of those people. He's just jet-setting around right now with his girlfriend, you know, just hitting vacation after vacation. He'll just show up in a studio every now and again just to placate people, you know, and maybe re-up a little bit. But then he just takes off again. This guy's a globetrotter.
Here's another real thing. Like, on top of all the preparation, are we even sure that the Australian players can even play the game? Like, Australia is a country where you have to be like 14 to even watch Teletubbies. So can they play? they play Counter-Strike?
Is that real fact?
I think it's close. It's something like that. I mean, they have some really restrictive rules. Can't sell GTA or anything. So can they even play Counter-Strike? We don't know. Maybe they've never touched the game before.
Yeah,
I mean, everything is backwards over there, right?
Just quickly interject, just to tell everyone about, if you'd like to vote, we're about to do our own predictions. If you would like to vote and get involved, compare yours to ours and see if you can predict the winner, all you need to do is exclamation mark followed by the player's name in the chat, and you can see the percent change on screen. We've got about 65-35 at the moment, Sponge versus Luke. Agree, disagree?
I can't go against the Aussies. I have to back him, otherwise I think Top Gun will come back out and he's a scary man. So yeah,
definitely
gotta go with the Aussies.
Eric, what about you?
I'm gonna go with Luke.
Okay.
Oh, he's a believer.
I'm gonna go with it.
No, dude, I like that. So just one other thing that I would like to say about that team is that they're very self-aware. So when I spoke to them in Taipei, they do know their issues, and you saw it a bit in the interview. They say, we know our style is a bit more wild and a bit more aggressive, whereas compared to the teams that we're trying to emulate across the other side of the world, where they play it with more discipline and stuff, they're aware of that, and they've been putting in the time to correct things. So if they have, who knows? But I'm not going to put it out there for myself. So I will disagree with you. So that's 2 Sponge votes on the couch, 1 for Luke. Anything else you want to say before we go to our casters for their predictions and the match?
No, I think that's it, man.
All right,
I'm just really
dude, you're just
excited
putting
to
it
see him
out
play.
there.
I just want to see him play. Yeah.
It's exciting, dude, and everyone watching should be excited as well. Guys, your predictions, and then take it away.
I mean, at a distance, the Taiwanese flag almost looks like an American one, so I'm gonna go with them as well. I think they've got this one.
It's a good one, right? I'm just gonna go with him because I think that Chad, he's not really gonna have, you know, that sharp, crisp aim. He's a little cold over here in Scandinavia. Can't wear his thongs either, so that's definitely having an impact. All of them, right? And so it's just about being in your comfort zone, Anderson. I feel like you're gonna have a team going up against a pug.
You can wear thongs in Sweden. That's fine. There are no rules against that.
There's no rules.
It's fine. I mean, it just has to be a different kind. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I think maybe Sponge. Maybe this will sort of help him just be very relaxed. Like, he was very stressed out when he was playing Counter-Strike professionally. So maybe you know, or just come in and just have a good time and just laugh his way through. But I like the idea. They've sold it well, this idea, like the Taiwanese team just in there, super aggressive and super, what did he say? Search and destroy. What a great term. And then, all the preparation that goes into it. So I'm curious how this is going to play out. What we do have, just so you can get to know the captains a little bit, is a head-to-head between Luke and Sponge.
I have my 4 teammates. They are 17 to 19 years old. And they're young people, crazy gamers.
When I saw Sponge, I was really excited. We look up to them, and we now need to compete against them. It's like a dream come true.
My team is a bunch of casual Australian blokes who are ready to play some Counter-Strike for fun.
I speak for myself, but I had zero nerves whatsoever. I think the others will struggle in the LAN environment. I don't think they know how different the game is.
I think because they are very young, they are able to do what they want on the field.
If we win this, I think it's really good for Taiwan CS.
I kind of understand how they will be playing against us, but I'm hoping that our individual skill can just hold them off and not let them feel comfortable against us. The strengths of the team are we're good at playing pugs, and the pug style is what we need in this environment.
I think we can win. That's the reason why I'm here.
We're Taiwan Z. We're ready. Hope you guys enjoy the game.
Expect us to be loud and proud Australians, and we'll be in your face. Great. Fucking killed it.
Excellent stuff. Yeah.
Dude, I hope that they're like running these videos by Chad first before showing them, right? Because like he's just getting repeatedly wrecked from all angles now. And he's about to get wrecked in game. I mean, so, like that's to be expected. But
I think
by the show as well.
You just go on vacation, don't even pay any attention to what's going on. This is what happens. So, lesson learned for good old Chad. Now we are getting ever closer to the game. You can see they're setting up. They're all in place and ready for it. Yeah, I mean, this is really interesting. I think we've heard about Dioxide coming into this, so maybe we're going to be trying to take a sort of a closer look at him once we get into the game. But the Taiwanese players, we don't know that much about. It's gonna be wild, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It's fascinating.
What are these?
Nyx. He's a Nyx assassin. Perfect.
Yeah,
That would be easy. Well, I mean, Shiva's going to feel comfortable casting this guy.
Does anyone play Nyx assassin in Dota now?
Actually, I think I saw a game the other day where there was a Nyx. I think there was a Nyx in there.
All right.
I mean, Nyx is the only way to go. Nyx is life. You just go and hunt Crystal Maidens all day.
Look at this. Insanity. He's pretty good at beatboxing. He's been doing it for 10+ years. That's so
right.
Here's the problem. This could be just my ignorance, but I can't tell when people are just fake beatboxing or good at it. Like I think it seems all the same to me. So maybe I just don't know what I'm listening to. But
What I'm wondering is whether or not Michael Lele knows there's a beatboxer on his turf, because this is Sweden,
is he gonna go and
Michael
fight him?
Lele. Yeah, exactly, right? This is his corner.
I won't rule anything out. We'll see if it gets that wild towards the end of it. Obviously, Michael's team did make it through, so maybe if the Australians do too, there could be like a battle going on there.
It's
potential
not
battle
4
brewing.
overtimes. It's you're not a judge in this, but there's going to be a beatbox off.
All right. So he says he's not so good at hitting the easier shots, good at hitting the harder ones. That we know people like that.
This sounds like an adage.
He's only 17.
This is some wisdom from a 17-year-old.
Yeah. Maybe that
if you're good at hitting the hard shots, those don't come around too often. But if you're good at hitting them, you will progress. Easy shots, those happen all the time. Who cares?
What if you keep taking bad positions to make all of your shots really hard? Just really hard shots to hit. I don't think that's a fact at all, Dale. I don't know. The Australian educational system, I don't know how that works, but he might want to check up on that. or we have to stretch the definition of a fact really wide. We have to go.
It's just a
to
word.
really wide levels.
Just a word.
Just a word. All right. Well, I'm excited. I mean, this is the last best of 3 of the day. And I mean, I think we're gonna be in for a bit of a wild ride, I expect. Do you think what were the maps again? Do we know what the maps are?
Yes, the maps are Train, picked by Sponge. So throwing a bit of a curveball there. I'm wondering if Sponge is sandbagging us. You know, if you don't have any practice, if you're just like, oh well, we're just winging it, right? And then you show up and you play a tactical map. Right? Is he trying to throw Luke off with this? Is he trying to get in his head? There we go. I don't know if Sponge is throwing us for a loop.
They're just doing the knife. What does it even matter? I do want to remind you before we get into that this tournament is brought to you by ROG and Intel, and this game coming up is brought to you by the ROG Strix headset. Welcome back, ladies.